It's the opening round of the NFL playoffs, and EA Sports continues its coverage of Super Wildcard Weekend. It's the Bucs and the Saints, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a sold-out and absolutely rocking Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Straight at what twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. This taken in at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
And there's really no underestimating or downplaying the incredible regular season he had throwing the football. When you throw for over 5,000 yards, that's a monster season. He's got an offense that's certainly capable of doing damage in the postseason as well.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. They run it again with Williams. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Here's Tua. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
And he comes into this wild card round off of a really good regular season, better than 30 touchdown passes. And he said he feels like he can take some shots against the secondary. In fact, in our meeting, he said not only can he take shots, he expects to do it early.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Burrow will throw. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he goes out right around the 39.
Complete to Donovan Peoples-Jones.
From the 39, Burrow. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. And they go play action now. Burrow. Open man is Waddle complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And he'll be taken down at the 34.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A gain of a yard.
On 2nd and 9, Burrow. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down. On third down, Burrow. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. Gano's kick is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field.
Well, they just did manage to sneak into the playoffs as a 6th seed, so it's a tough road ahead. They know that. They would need to win 3 games on the road in January. But, hey, here's the bottom line. There's 18 other teams that wouldn't mind being in this spot right about now.
Yeah, and you had to stick it to them, didn't you? Those 18 who are sitting at home right now. But you're exactly right about that. Your point about how daunting this is well taken, because it all depends on their mindset at this point. How do they break it down so they're not looking at this whole big road and saying to themselves, we've got no shot. You've got to break it down to this game right now. Win this one, then worry about the rest of them after this.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. It's complete. He dials up Davis once more. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. Heck of a move, and then brought down near the 23. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Got a man open. It's Sutton.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Tampa Bay.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Tua.
Being chased out. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Trying to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, that was a tough one.
It winds up getting buried for the loss. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The kick by Bass is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
14 yards on the play. That's good for a
Now a give here to Pollard. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line.
On 2nd and 7. Burrow.
Short throw caught by Pitts.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and
Now Burrow.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Bucs will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
So out come the Bucs now. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
And this is going to be a Bucs first down as he gets this up past the 30.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And able to find Gesicki as tight end.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Tua going to throw. He'll find Thielen working the middle.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 26. 14 yards that time for number 14.
A nice grab there for a guy coming off a terrific season, one that saw him have over 100 catches.
And when you have that many catches, that means you're a full part of the offense. And let's face it, he's been as good as anyone in the NFL this year. So it figures he's going to play a big role in whether his team can advance in the playoffs.
Down to the 22-yard line.
From the 22,
Tua.
he'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
In lieu of the sneak on 4th and inches, they just say, give it to the big man in the backfield.
Yeah, fullback no less. Not many of those left in the NFL, but for those that have one, perfect time to use them, perfect time to get it done.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
3-3, a tight one after one on EA Sports. second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it 2nd and 7. Tua sets up to pass it. That one thrown away from the pocket. And the officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. And the Saints are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. The defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Look at the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
It's a gain of 2. And the Saints first down.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down to about the 33-yard line.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Burrow. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Completes it to Samuel. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
A gain of 17 yards. That's good for the Saints. First down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now it's Burrow. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. He's got room at the 30. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 20-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Here's Burrow. Right back to Pitts again. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Burrow. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Gano's kick is good, and they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly. But here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by one score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Tua.
And he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Here's Tua. It fights him off. But now he's swallowed up and taken down.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe somebody to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
So a nice run there, and I have to think a strong running game in the playoffs, maybe even more critical than the regular season. And if you go by the numbers, the man they have running it here, he was the best in the NFL.
And since he led the league in rushing yards, I think it means he's going to see the ball a lot in this game, too, because that's what they're built like. That's what they're built around. So I think the offensive line, the tight end, the wide receivers, everyone is coming together, wanting him to get the ball and get it often, and they want to carve some holes out there for him.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw is taken in by Waddle. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Holding offense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow.
Open man is Waddle, complete.
And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously he is well short of the first.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
From the 24, Tua. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Defense.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now Tua. He'll air this one out for Mims. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
To throw again on 2nd down. Tua looking middle, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and just a yard. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Eluding the pressure, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. And he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
The kick by Bass is good, and that will tie things up at 6-6. So the big return had them fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a 1st down.
So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The New Orleans offense set to take over. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the 1st half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
43 yards rushing for him now to this point. A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Going to run again here with Pollard. Able to avoid him at the 40. And some space here. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free. But we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them. But what did they tell their guys all week? You know what they said. Move on to the next play. That one just happened. Let it go.
And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Burrow looking to pass. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 13-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Partner, that's excellent timing right there. Breaking off the route and being able to hit it right when he stops.
Two minutes to play here in this 1st half of the NFL playoffs. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Now here's Pollard. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run as his guys have now moved out in front. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. And it's up and good to extend the lead to 13-6. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. A touchdown would tie it. They trail 13-6 as they come up with a 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And that's off the mark, incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's Tua. His throw incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. Rodgers on the return. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Burrow.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones.
From the 41,
Burrow, he's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
I know that halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. To the air again, Burrow.
Oh, he's got his tight end Pitts complete. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Nifty.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it. They run straight ahead here with Pollard.
Down at the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
From the 35 on 2nd down.
Burrow. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Run for Pollard. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Burrow. Open man is Samuel. Complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got his target, Samuel. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Let's just lean on the word good here, partner. Good way to start the second half. Good safe throw and a good quick first down as well.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
They'll drop the throw. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd down and just a couple.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now Pollard. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Now it's Burrow.
Targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete.
So no gain on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Gano's kick is good, and that one makes this a 10-point game at 16-6.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Tua, he finds his man, complete. That's Summers. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Up the middle, it's Williams.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw going to be caught by Davis.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. On 2nd down, Williams. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. Throwing now is Tagovailoa, and that is incomplete. That close on third down, I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on third and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
The New Orleans offense set to take over.
And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game. But we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's Pollard again.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He's brought down at the 31. It's a gain of 3. Brings up
Trying to run forward with Pollard.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Pollard going to try the right side.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Burrow.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 16.
Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That's Samuel, caught left side.
The challenge flag is out. Todd Bowles not pleased with the ruling on the field, and he's going to ask the officials to take another look. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide, and I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Saints, first down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Now a give here to Pollard. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Tony Pollard
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, as one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.